some of you know that I've come up with a battle plan to defeat the Trump administration and Pence, and also the Republican extremism that wants to end Obamacare, Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare. Pretty much every American will be on your own. And it doesn't matter if you're a Trump supporter or a Hillary supporter, you will lose your future and possibly immediate monies owed you by Social Security. You will lose access to Medicare if you are on it. You will lose Medicaid and Obamacare. Pretty much, if the Republicans and Trump go through this, almost every American will almost be on death watch. We can't have that. I know it sounds extreme, and I know a lot of you are not going to believe this. You need to believe it. You need to look into it. Now, they want to seriously reduce or eliminate or privatize Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, or even get rid of it altogether. Now, I'm not the one that said this. If you look it up on the internet, and I think on YouTube, Newt Gingrich talked about getting rid of the New Deal, which included your Social Security and things like Medicaid and what have you. They want to get rid of it. So that means that pretty much the only people they care about and want to deal with are the extremely wealthy corporations, industries, and individuals. Now, I have nothing against wealth. I want to become a billionaire too, and I will be a billionaire. And you might be too, if you follow some other things in other videos. But there are good billionaires and there are good corporations out there. But the majority of these people are not good. Or let me rephrase that. Their actions aren't. So we have to win. And we have to stop this Republican extremism, but even worse than that, this Trumpism and fascism. So we have to, even if you're a Trump friend or supporter, you can't let this go on, because what are you going to do? What is your family going to do when they lose these safety nets? I know some of you are going to be like, that, go get a job. Well, that's all well and good, but you can't work forever. I guess you forgot that. But at any rate, here's what we got to do. The plan is real simple. Every American saves and takes out of the economy $50 a week. You put it in a lockbox. You put it in a safe. You hide it somewhere where nobody can ever find it. And you mark down the date that you put it in that lockbox. And you keep a record, so a little bit of bookkeeping. And that has to stay in there for at least 1 year. So like if you had done it February the 1st of 2017, the money that you put in would be required to stay in there. No matter what happens in your life, no medical emergencies, or you're not allowed to use it for any reason. No medical emergencies, food emergencies, you name it. So it would stay for exactly 1 year. And at the end of that year, you can use 30% of it. 70% permanently stays. So when you would go to the next week and put your new $50 in, let's say the 8th of February 2017, that would have to stay in there, actually in there, until February the 8th, 2018. So that means your first 50 would still be able to come out on February the 1st, 2018. But each week, you're extending the amount of time. So you're still going to be able to get your money within 365 days. It's just that every time you put money in, you then have to keep it there for a year. Now, you don't want to put it in the banks or anything like that, because we want to take this money permanently out of the economy. Will it affect businesses? Will it affect the government? Will it affect you? Will it affect me? Yeah. And that's exactly what we need it to do. Because the minute this happens, Trump and the Republicans and the Democrats too are going to start taking notice. And what's going to happen is we're going to actually have what Lincoln said, government of by and for the people, because we are going to make them unconditionally surrender. Yeah, I said surrender as if they were our enemies. Yes, I did. And they are. Actually, their actions are our enemies. So, we're going to do this legally, ethically, peacefully, most of all financially. And we're going to beat them. What do you got to do? You got to save. Take completely out of the economy. At all costs. $50 or more per week. And at the end of that year, you're going to have a whole lot of money in your lockbox. You might have over 2,400, who knows what. And actually, my prediction is way before that year's over, possibly as short as 1 week or 1 month, you're going to see a totally different America. One that this planet has never witnessed. And in a good way. And you won't even have to worry ever again about a job, because once we control this government, we also control every industry. But our control will be a good, pleasant, helpful to everyone control. This plan will work. All you need to do is believe. With that, let me explain one last thing. If we don't do this, we risk losing everything. And we risk maybe over 100 million deaths in America. I mean, if we get rid of Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and Obamacare, just think about how many people that affects. Chances are, one of those affects you. My name is Albert Torcaso, and I came up with this battle plan because I care about and love you. That's right. Do the plan, all right?